Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Random Encounters Guild. Let me bring this music down just a touch. Um, you're right, Jenna. We should. I mean, I could. I could insert her into alchemy that I'm using for my VTT, and that way she would always be there as a character in the story. So, uh, I didn't think about that. I could put her in there just so she's there, but um welcome everybody. It's been a while since we've been on stream. The holidays have been yeah, the holidays have been really going. My wife and daughter have been home uh from school these entire few weeks, so it's I haven't been doing a lot of streaming either here or on the Dark Horse Trucking channel. Um and So it's just kind of been low key. Our Blades in the Dark game got put on hold for a couple of weeks because of the holidays. That is coming back tomorrow night, um, unless unless something has changed that I don't know about. Last I heard, we were playing tomorrow night. Our lovely GM is in chat, so maybe she can confirm that. But all right, looks like we are playing tomorrow night. So we will be back. The where we left off was in a pretty we were in the middle of a score, and we were in a kind of a bad way, so we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting tomorrow night to jump back in. But for tonight, we're back with Kinless. It's more of the solo Viking Morkborg hack that we've been running for the last several weeks. This may move to a different night because it looks like we're getting ready to fire up the Alien game we've been talking about starting, and that will be on Sunday nights. Um, so this may move to an afternoon, or I don't know what I'll do. It may move to Thursday night or something. I don't know, but um, or I may just keep this in reserve, and when the Alien game gets canceled for some reason, I can jump into Kinless. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle it, but I do know the Alien game will be on Sunday nights normally. So this will we'll have to figure something out for this, because I am enjoying this and I do want to keep going, especially now that I've got the full book. Uh, I haven't gotten an update from Chris in a while, but uh, the the book should have gone to the printers over the last couple of weeks. Over the last week, at least, I think he was saying he was going to give it another week, and then it was going to go to the printers. Uh, so it should have gone to the printers over the last week, and hopefully, I'll get my leather-bound copy soon. I'm kind of a I don't do well with PDFs. I do better with physical copies. So it will be nice to have my physical book here with me. Um, and also another thing that has occurred since we last streamed is I picked up this as a Christmas gift. Um, and it has solo rules. Of course, there's the Strider rules for the One Ring solo rules, but this is a completely different. Like, you run 4 characters, um, and you're exploring the mines of Moria. It's set before the Fellowship, so it's before Frodo and Gandalf all go in together. Uh, so Balrog is in play. And I'm very excited about it. I really am interested in getting into this. If I don't run this as a game for the guild, I may run this as a solo thing because I'm really interested in it. The map alone is I'm not going to unfold the big. It comes with a big, huge map for like a table, but it was worth buying just for the map of Moria. Uh, it's really crazy. I'm really interested in playing it. I'm really excited about it. Um, but that's for a different time. Of course, the dwarves in Tolkien are just Vikings at the end of the day. No, it's after the Balrog is there. The Balrog has been there for forever. It's actually not long. Like the in the movies in the Fellowship, they find when they go in, they find Balin. They find his tomb, and like the it said, "Here lies Balin," and all that. This would be before Balin's adventure goes in. So it's not too long before the Fellowship, but it is several years. Um, so maybe your adventure is what encouraged Balin to go in. Who knows? But the lore alone in the book is it's loaded with like history of Moria and stuff. So yeah, the Moria has been there for thousands of years, and for a long time the dwarves controlled it, and it was there. All the dwarves were in Moria, and then they got scattered by the goblins and the orcs. And now that's why it's such a big deal is the dwarves want to take it back, but they can't. Um, and no one will help them. Men and elves won't help them take it back. So uh, it's kind of a dwarves kind of have to do it on their own thing. But it looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm really interested in playing it. It doesn't, at least as far as I've read so far, it doesn't mention the lake monster. But apparently, I mean, the lake monster is there, of course. Now the problem is there's other gates into Moria, so you may not enter by that gate. So um, it's just a matter of where your party decides to enter, whether or not you encounter that creature or not. And I'm sure there's other creatures. There's plenty of creatures that are just waiting to kill any stupid character that walks through the gates. Speaking of stupid characters, uh, we're back with Einar. Uh, Last week, Einar ran into a mysterious witch of the woods named Kabira, and he had unintentionally and unknowingly wandered into the area where a legendary creature was roaming, the rune bear, and she warned him of this and decided to travel with him for a while to if he would she was hunting the rune bear. She needed it to be uh dispatched, and so Einar 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 said he would help her kill this bear, and so they go hunting, and the very first hex they walked into, uh Miss Jenna rolled on the encounter table, and we encountered the rune bear in the very first hex. Um, it was an epic battle. It was a very dangerous, deadly battle. But apparently, Kabira is invulnerable. Like she's a witch of the woods, so She seemed like a frail old lady, but she took something like 45, 37, 40 hit point damage, and never went down. So, apparently she had some kinda hex on her, it seems. But, oh, I may have dropped the stream. Can't tell if the stream dropped or not. I just got an alert that we were going live, so that makes me think I dropped it and now it's coming back on its own. No, it's only in the guild once, so maybe it's okay. Um, but we fought the bear and killed it. Um, it was a very close thing. It took Einar down to 2 hit points in the very first hit. It swung its claws one time and took Einar almost completely out. But through kind of smart tactics, you know, striking and moving away, and the two of us on either side of it, um, and Kabira having unlimited hit points, it we managed to hack it away until it finally gave out and passed away. And Einar dropped unconscious from his wounds, just completely like just couldn't stay awake any longer, uh, and he fell right next to the bear. And so what I'm thinking happened now is the next day. What's wrong, doggy? Sorry, my dog is in here with me. She's going a little. It's storming here in the local area, and she doesn't like the heavy weather. So she's having a hard time tonight. Go lay down. Go lay down. I'm not going to sit here and rub you. Go lay down. Um. So I think the next morning, Einar wakes up, and there's a fire set, and there's a single meal of bear meat cooking, and all the rest of the bear meat is gone, and Kabira is gone. She leaves the fur of the rune bear behind, but takes all the meat save for one meal because she knows that Einar is going to need it when he wakes up the next day. Um, So after he passed out, she starts a fire and puts him next to it so he stays warm. Although we're in the temperate zone, so it's not like it's not like he was going to freeze to death in the night. But I'm sure it gets cold at night. But she then butchered the bear apparently and took all the meat except for one meal, which she put on the fire to cook and left Einar with the fur, which is going to give him a much better armor. Um, I actually didn't put it on my character sheet last week. I meant to do that between sessions, and I never did it. I need to print a new character sheet. Um, so first of all, let's get down here to the bear. Um, Here we go. So we've got uh, so I can now become the bear, wear my frenzy without the use of berserker herbs once per day, and I add +1 level of fatigue after combat. And now my armor is negative D4 instead of negative D2. So that's quite a jump. So I'm going to drop he's going to drop his leathers, his furs that he's been wearing all this time that he left when they dragged him out of the village. This is what he had on. And I'm going to add runic bear skin, and I'm going to give that a negative D4. Say frenzy once a day, and that gives me +1 fatigue. Um. All right. So this is the weather section. I do want to. Okay. I didn't even think about leveling up. I could have done that beforehand. Um, I'm not going to sit here and roll 10d6. I'm just going to type that into the chat. Will it not do 10? Crap. Okay, I'm going to do it in alchemy. All right, here we go. 10d6. Total of 34. So what that gives me, roll 10d6. If the result is equal to or higher than your max HP, increase your max by d6. Oh, well, I could have. My max is 12. I definitely would have. I tell you what, I'm going to go with alchemy again. So this time I'm just going to roll 1d6 or 3. So now our hit points are up to 15. Where we're at right now is at 4, but our max is 15 now, which is a good thing. Then test each ability, roll a d6. If the result is equal to or higher than the ability, increase it by 1. If the result is lower, reduce it by 1. So this is scary. Um, Although not really, because I can't roll less than a 1 on anything. So everything goes up by 1. I've got a 1 in everything except presence, which is a 0. So now it'll be a 2 in agility, a 1 in presence, 2 in strength and toughness. I really need an editable version of this character sheet. All right, so our stats are bumped up, our armor's bumped up. We can now frenzy. What would be cool is if we found a traveling salesman of some kind and we could sell some of these skins that we're carrying. Except for the runic skin, of course. That one's not going anywhere. But I've got several. I've got a couple of bear skins, and badger fur, and wolverine pelt, and snake skin. I mean, that's quite a bit of silver we can get if we find a salesman. We just have to find a salesman. Um. So yeah, that was actually pretty good. We could have gotten away with more hit points. That would have been a good thing. But we bumped up our stats, and that is always a good thing. Should have had Jenna roll the hit points. That might have been better. You know what? Just because I'm gonna roll it in this and just see what comes up. That's a 4. Oh wait, I did roll it in this, didn't I? Yeah, I did roll it in alchemy. So yeah. Um, and I did want to when we get started this morning, I wanted to roll for the weather. So Jenna, if you're back, you could give me a D20 roll. If you're not, I will roll. I need 3 D20s, so but I'll roll one. So we've got a light breeze, and it's mostly cloudy, and moderate precipitation. So there's a little bit of there's a drizzle coming down on us when we wake up. Um, so we wake up and eat this meal of bear meat that Kabira left for us. And as I said, it's a light rain, but it's not, it's not completely, we're not drenched. Oh, and also, by the way, as every week, I'm using Horse Foundry dice. This is my Bloodstone Boulder that I love so very much. Sometimes it's good to me, sometimes it's not. And I'm also using my Fallen Stars North series. I've got the Lost. Well, this is the Falling Star series. Then I've got the Blood Vampire Blood series as well. I love my gemstone set, but it just does not roll. I can't get good numbers off of it. I don't know. I've never been able to get good numbers out of that set. But not only the dice, but this music we're listening to is also provided by Norse Foundry. Um, they have several albums of royalty-free music that you can use in your streams. They're good people. Uh, we here at the guild have done a lot of things with them in the past. We've given away sets. Um, we really like Eric and Drew. It's good company. Uh, Definitely check them out for your dice needs. Um, all right. So we were in Hex 206. Get down here to where the Hex descriptions are. Um, so yeah, anything 206. I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 206. This is the legendary bear area. These 4 hexes. So we can wander through there and try to try to hunt maybe or forage, but we've got plenty of food. Um, and the game was scarce here because of the bear. Now that the bear's gone, the game might come back, but this is just the next day, so the game is still going to be scarce. So we could make our way south into 224, or we could start heading north. Um, maybe maybe bypass some of these woods, get up here to where the forest is a little thinner, and we could head into the mountains, maybe. Um, so I don't think Jenna's back yet. Jenna's not back yet. Um, all right, I'm just gonna roll for it. Uh, odds is uh odds is north, evens is south. We'll roll the bloodstone. 15. So we're headed north. So after we eat the meal, I almost want to say we stay another day. We just camp after that encounter with the bear. We just camp and heal up. I don't know if Kabira had any healing kind of. I know she was intended to be a healer, but uh I don't know if she would have healed me before disappearing into the night. But I almost want to just hang out here for a day and rest, and that way gain some more hit points. Because if I get into it with another bear, not even a legendary bear, just a normal bear. I mean, I've got 3 hit points, or 4. So I kind of want to just hang out here and stay camped and get another night's rest. Now, we would still roll on the encounter table, see if anything happens. So there's a chance we'll have to fight something anyway. So we might as well make our way north. I didn't think about that. Even if I stay still, there's a chance something will come up on us. Uh so yeah, I guess we'll move up into 188. Um Oh, this is I think this is where we came into. No, we were in 196. The eastern end of a large clearing, you notice large bear tracks and see a group of hunters near the forest edge. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this is obviously the tracks of the rune bear. Um I have this blind spot for initiative in the Morton board games. Okay, you roll a d6. I remember the d6, and I was right. What I thought was right, but I always want to make it sure. But on a 1 through 3, the enemy goes first. 4 through 6, we go first. So, all right, Jenna's not back. Uh, I will roll it in alchemy. 3. So that means they go first. Oh, okay, Jenna. I rolled to decide if we wanted to go south or north, and we decided to go north. So I went up into hex 188. Um, my thought was we would go north, kind of bypass this heavy forest where the rune bear was, and maybe head into these mountains to the east and explore that some. But when we went into 188, we discovered a group of hunters near the forest edge. We failed initiative, so they see me. So I need to get up here to the NPC reaction chart. Yeah, they could be nice. That's going to be up to you. Uh, I need you to give me a 2d6. I tell you what, you roll 1d6 and I'll roll the other. You rolled a 2. I rolled a 5. So that's a 7. So they are going to be, oh, and plus favor. My favor is at 3. So that's a 10. So they are friendly and helpful and offers to join you. So, so that means it says if they're hostile, roll initiative. Otherwise, roll a d4. So, Jenna, give me a d4, please. 4. The hunters are being pursued west by a large angry bear. Taking a search action in this area reveals a den with 2 brown bears. If you defeat them, roll on the discovery table. So, group of hunters. Doesn't say how many hunters. I'm going to roll a d4. That's 2, so it's 2 hunters. Um, and yes, they will have, bows and axes. They'll have weapons because they're out hunting. And I wanna say that it was the rune bear that was chasing them west. Uh, they may not believe that we've killed the rune bear. Well, I'm wearing the rune bear's skin, so, uh, yeah, I'm wearing his fur, his armor, so if they've encountered the rune bear, they should recognize his furs, so but we find Jenna, while you were gone, did Kabira have any kind of healing, like, spells or, like, potions or anything? Like, would she have healed Einar at all before disappearing into the night? Because I've only got 4 hit points, and I'm very concerned. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's a Mork board game, so I couldn't remember if she had. I knew we were using the blessings as her spells, but um okay, so we need to. It doesn't say large brown bears; it just says brown bears. So just your standard run of the mill brown bears. Let me get down here to the bestiary. Badger, there we go. Bear brown. I mean, it's still not a joke. Um, so okay, so let's. So we've got 2 hunters with us. I'm gonna say they'll have axes and bows. Ooh, maybe we if we can kill these bears, help them kill these bears, and give them the furs and the meat. Maybe they'll give me a bow because they are friendly and they want to help. Maybe we roll for that and use favor or something. So, okay, first things first, let's roll initiative. All right, that's a 4. So we go first. What is the size of the Kinless book? I don't see anything, Jenna. It's 318 pages. View document properties. It is 7.33 by 11.33 in portrait. Adobe PDF Library 17.0. That's what it says. Okay, so I rolled a 4 for initiative. That means we get to go first. So us and the 2 hunters will all get to go. Um, what I need to do is I wonder if there's a list of NPCs in here that I can use. Oh crap! I didn't think to make note of what page the. Sorry, I'm looking at all this. Okay, so the discovery table. At least I found that. It's on page 299. So help me remember that. Page 299. I was hoping to find a like just some stats for a just a common hunter, but I guess I'll just use my stats and but add a bow because Einar is not a like a hero. He's not a special guy. Oh wait, there's a human berserker, human brigand, human hunters. Here we go. Excellent. Oh my gosh. Uh, let me go. So yeah, I found this heading for human hunters. However, it is in the they're in the bestiary, so it's meant to be as if you're fighting them. So yeah, here's their stats. Everything looks good. We're good to go here. But if we kill them, they taste like pork, almost 2D3 meals, but we lose 2D favor for each meal we eat, unless we're a follower of hell, which we're not. Uh, but they have weapon, armor pouch, and D3 silver. Friendly hunters can give you information about neighboring hexes. You may take a search action without entering the hex first. So I just thought that I was so excited to find like stats for human hunter, and then I thought it was like you can eat these guys, but if you do, you're gonna lose favor. And they are worse than me in the hit point department. Of course, they have all their hit points. I do not. Um, so their bow or axe is a D6. So okay, I'm gonna get back up here to the brown bear. All right. So I'm gonna say the hunters go first. They have bows, so they're at range. They don't have to worry about getting in there. So let me get one of my handy dandy index cards. Always have these laying around. If you're a GM, go to Office Depot or Walmart and buy a pack of index cards. They are invaluable tools. So, all right. First hunter fires an arrow at the first bear. So I'm gonna say one, and it has 14 hit points. Over here, two, and has 14 hit points. And I forgot to check their hit points. So let's do that over here. Oh, I did. I actually said it out loud. They've got 7. Um, they get a negative D2 for armor. So we'll make note of that. Their attack and defense is a 12. Um, all right, Jenna. So roll me a D20, please. We're looking to beat a 14. All right. First guy misses with his arrow. Second guy fires his arrow. And just because it's been rolling pretty well tonight, I'm going to go ahead and roll in alchemy. That's a 12. That's still no bueno. Um, didn't see anything about them having a bonus. Like for them to shoot, it would be a presence bonus. I don't know what their presence is. I guess in this case, it's just a D20 roll. All right. So with that, Einar uh will charge, hoping that the sight of the runic bear skin that he's wearing will cause these bears some distress. He will charge the first bear, uh, and swing his axe at its noggin. I'm not going to do alchemy this time. I'm going to roll the boulder. That's 14, so that's actually a hit. That's a D8 of damage. D8. Five points of damage. Their fur does negative. So it soaks 2 points. So he is down by 3. Bear number 1 is down by 3. But now it gets to attack us. We're standing right there next to it, so he is going to attack Einar. So I did the -2, so it soaked 2 points of damage. I did 5 points of damage but it soaked 2, so it only did 3 points of damage. So now bear number 1 is going to attack Einar because he's standing right there. So Jenna, give me a D20 roll, please. This time you can roll low if you would like. Yes. Okay. So the bear rises up and takes a swing at Einar, but he ducks, and the big claw goes over his head. So annoying. Bear number 2 will I think he's going to move towards the hunters. He'll move towards hunter number 2. We'll just keep it simple. Number 2 is attacking number 2. But he doesn't get to him. Like he starts moving towards him. But he doesn't get there and enough to attack. So he is now going to be in close to the hunters. And it is now their turn again. So hunter number 1 will try to fire an arrow at the bear number 2 is charging him, so he's going to fire an arrow at bear number 2. So Jenna, give me another D20. This time you want to go high. $13. I'm gonna say. I mean, they would have stats, and so I'm just gonna give them Einar's stats. So he has a +1 in presence, so that would be a 14. So that's going to be a hit. So they're it was a D6, wasn't it? Yeah, D6. All right. So okay, woo, 5 points of damage. It must have got him like right in the side of the head, and it only soaked 1 point. So that is 4 points of damage. Um, Hunter number two is going to uh, he's going to put his like drop his bow and pull his axe and swing his axe at this bear that's come up right in front of him. Um, and so I'll roll this one. D20. I'm going with the bloodstone boulder. Oof, that's a 8, which 10, so it'll be a 10. So he swings his axe but misses. So Einar will swing at the first bear again. Yes, that is a 16. With our strength, that makes that a 18. So strong hit. We do a D8 of damage. Oof. 2 points of damage. So it may soak all of it. It does. It soaks 2 points. So no damage. That sucks. Um. All right. So bear number one again tries to attack Einar. So Jenna, give me a D20 roll. Oh yes. Oh, too bad that wasn't a man. One more, it would have been a crit. Oh no, no, no! He's hitting me. Crap. I forgot you were attacking me. All right, so he swings his claw and hits Einar, and does 3 points of damage. But thanks to our new runic bearskin armor, we've got a D4 of soak. So let's see what comes up. So we only soaked 1 point of damage. So we are at 1 hit point. So Einar may have to take a lesson from fighting the rune bear and try to beat a recovery. He may have to swing and then move back in this next turn. Um, so bear number two is going to attack hunter number two. So I'll roll this one. That's an 11. So that is a miss. It swings its claws and misses the hunter. So we're back to the hunters again. So Jenna, give me a D20 roll for hunter number one. He's going to fire an arrow at the second bear again. All right. He fires an arrow and misses. Um, Hunter number two will swing his axe. At bear number two. All right, that's a 19. So plus two. So easily a hit. They do d6 of damage, 5 points of damage, and they soaked one. So that's another 4 points. So bear number two is getting beat up pretty good. Einar is going to take a swing at bear number one with his axe. Oh, that's a 14 on the die. So with a plus two, that's 16. Um, and we do a d8 of damage. Ooh, five. This d8 just keeps rolling a five. And it does d2 of. All right. So that's 1 point of soak. So 4 points of damage. All right. So they're both pretty bad beat up. And Einar is going to now retreat and kind of get back away from the this bear and maybe get back to where the hunters are. Um and bear one will follow him, but it won't be able to attack. It's got to cross the ground. So bear two will attack hunter two again. So I'll give it a d20 roll. That's a 9, so it misses. So again, it swings its big claw at hunter number two, and he ducks underneath. Um, Hunter number one will again fire an arrow at number two, at bear number two. Or actually now, well, he would try to defend his buddy before he would try to defend Einar. Uh, that's understandable. So he'll try to shoot number two again. So Jenna, give me a d20 roll. Uh, with the plus one for presence, that's a 14, so that's a hit. So his bow does d6. That's 4 points of damage, and then they soaks two, so that's 2 points of damage. Yeah, he's down to a good. He's pretty bad off. He's bloodied. Um, so now hunter number two will swing his axe at bear number two. That's a 15. It's 13 on the die plus 2 is 15, so that's a hit. So he does a d6 of damage. That's 5. And then it soaks 1, so that's 4 points of damage. And that takes out that bear. So that one is gone. It falls with it. Like he just buries his axe like right in the bear's skull, like right between his eyes. And so now Einar will attack the first one again. That's a 12 on the die with +2 in strength. That's 14. So that's a hit. Do a D8 of damage. Ooh, that's a 8. That's what I'm talking about. And it only soaks 1 point of damage. Oh, it has 7 hit points left. So that is 7 hit points, and it falls. 2 bears down. Now what this said was, if we kill the 2 bears, to roll on the discovery chart, which is down here. I guess if it's got an asterisk, you roll it. Doesn't say anything about flipping. All right, so Jenna, give me a D12, and then I'll roll a D12 for the other. We do 2 D12s. Ooh, I got an 11. So a 17. What do we discover? A thin piece of parchment. It is covered in writing you don't understand, and it appears to have been torn from something. And that has an asterisk on it. So that means. Oh, if you get the same unique result more than once, flip a coin. So yeah, that's a unique thing. It only happens once in the game. So we have found a thin piece of parchment covered in writing we don't understand. I don't know how to put that on the on our inventory. Um, 'Cause I kind of feel like that's going to come back at some point. I'm just going to write Discovery 17. I feel like that will come up again in the future. And so yeah, they so we fight off these brown bears and take them out. No, that's not where it's at. Um, so yeah, you notice, and they were friendly and want to help. So now we have to decide: are they friendly enough for us to trade them all of the meat and these 2 furs for a bow and a quiver of arrows? Um, I mean, on the NPC chart, let's go back and just make sure what it said. Helpful and offers to join you. So if they offer to join us, we've got two NPCs. We don't need their bow because they'll be able to fire them themselves. So yeah, I think we'll just do that. We'll travel. We'll have these two guys traveling with us at least for a time. Maybe we roll on each day, and we can roll on the NPC chart each day, and if they lose, you know, if they go below, if we roll below a six, they get upset with me about something and take off. And yeah, we should name them. Um, if you got any ideas, I would love to hear them. There's only two. Uh, I'm gonna say hunter number one is Joren. Joren. And so number two can be Griff. Okay. All right. So yeah, we've got two buddies now, and we've got two more bear skins and two more. So D3 plus two. So two, three, four. So four more meals of bear meat, which brings us up to nine. And two more bear skins, which are 6 silver pieces apiece. Which brings us up to now we're carrying around bear skins equaling 30 silver pieces. Really need to bump into a traveling vendor. um, but given this action that we've had, I would say that they'll see that Einar is pretty badly wounded, and we will make camp for the night, and so Einar can get another rest and another meal. So we will do the night's rest here in a second. We're going to take a break, Yeah, I have to share with these guys now. At least with those 2. Or if we don't bump into a vendor, they'll, you know, we'll figure that out as it happens. But um I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and get another drink and then come right back. We will do a night's rest and then we'll see what's happening in looks like we'll go into 179 and we'll check it out. But yeah, I'll be right back in just a second. Won't be long. Just a couple of seconds. Okay. Bring the music back down again. Just a touch. I gotta figure out where the music needs to be set. I've noticed, like in the YouTube videos, the music is there, but it's way low. But I also don't want to have it be too loud. Um, so yeah, we're going to sit here and make camp for the night. Um, I don't think we're gonna do a rest. We're gonna go ahead and do a night's sleep. So at the end of the day, you must rest. A full night's sleep will heal a D6 of hit points and restore 1 level of fatigue. We don't have to worry about fatigue at the moment. Um, if there's an encounter that occurs, I think Joran and Griff will deal with it. Um, yeah, well, no, I don't have fatigue anymore because I rested the one night. I had one fatigue, but then after a rest, I lost it. So we're back at even now. Um, but I'm still very badly wounded. I mean, like after that one bear, I've got one hit point. Um, so we will do a night's rest, and like I said, it should there be an encounter, I'm gonna say Jordan and Griff handle it and let Einar sleep because they see that he's very badly wounded. Um, I I guess that's one of the bonuses of having a couple of dudes with you. Um, so we're gonna do a D6 for our hit point recovery. And just because it's been very, very bad in this area, I'm gonna do the best of two. So Jenna, you roll one, or if anybody else is in chat, you can roll one. Looks like Kevin's in there. He hasn't spoken up, but he's in there. Oh yeah, he's. Oh no, yeah, it was him saying Mo and Larry. Okay, sorry, Kevin. I didn't realize that was you. I assumed that was Jenna. Um, so you guys roll a 6, and I'll roll a 6, and I'm going to take the height. But I am going to get my red sticks because these red dice have been rolling rocks. Oh my gosh! Oh baby, it's this. That's a 1. That die is not rolling rocks. Apparently, the red D20 is the only one rolling rocks. So we're back up to 3 hit points. Or yeah, 3 hit points. Ah, man, this stinks. We got to get some hit points back. We gotta get some hit points. Um. Oh, we move up into 179. We're moving into the north, the colder region. We're getting out of the temperate. Uh, I don't think it'll give us any healing, but it will do away with a lot of our favor. Uh, now, I will. There may be. We've got plenty of bear meat. Do you remember if there's something about sacrifice? Sacrifice. Sometimes the god needs a little encouragement to act in your favor. Food sacrifices are most common, but there are other ways you may sacrifice live creatures, meals, silver, special items in an attempt to raise your favor with the gods. Um, yeah, you only get that only gives you more favor. It doesn't give you healing. Yeah, literally the only way to recover hit points is to rest, and like encounters can happen while you're resting. Like you can get attacked while you're resting. But seeing as how if we go up into 179, which is where I'd planned to go, that's moving into the northern region. We may do another rest here just so Einar can heal up, and maybe the hunters can go hunting, and yeah, we'll be heading into the cold region. Um, and that will give us negatives and the like. So I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to hang out here and get another rest, and hopefully get some more healing. Maybe the hunters can go hunting and foraging, and bring back some food. Although we've got plenty of meat, so there's that. But um, so yeah. So if we rest, um, which is catch your breath, uh, we will gain a D3 of hit points. Use it sparingly because encounters can still happen while you're resting. Um, all right, so I'm gonna roll for D3 hit points. That is 2. That brings us up to 5. But we need to now roll on the encounter table for the temperate region and see if we get attacked. So this would be daytime encounters. So give me a D12. One of you in chat, I'll roll a D12. We will combine them. I got an 8. Oh, crap. That can't be right. We're nowhere near water. Says it's a D3 Badgers, but we're nowhere near water. There wouldn't be any. Well, no, Badgers aren't. I'm thinking of Badgers aren't water. Uh, all right, here we go. Yeah, I was thinking about beavers. Badgers are completely different. That's a badger. It was a D3 Badgers, so I will roll that. That is one badger, thankfully. Um, it's kind of like skunks, but ain't. Don't need these guys anymore. But here's a badger. It's got 5 hit points. All right. So, chat, give me a D6. That is a 1. That means the badger goes first. No. Why can't I remember this? 242. Yes. 1 through 3. Enemy goes first. That means the badger goes first. I'm going to say it attacks hunter number 1, who is Jorn. So, one of you in chat, give me a D20 roll. This time we're looking to beat a 12. All right, an 18. So this badger comes over and tries to take a bite out of Jorn's leg, but he managed to sidestep it, and he's going to swing down with his axe. I'll roll this one. That is a 10, with a +2 strength. That makes it a 12, which is its defense rating. So that is a hit. Jorn's axe does a d6. Oh, 1 point of damage, and the fur is going to soak either 1 or 2, so it soaks everything. He hits it, but he like gets it with the flat side of his axe or something. We'll say Griff is going to fire an arrow at it. So one of you give me a d20 again. Oof. That's a 6. So Griff fires an arrow and misses. Einar has been trying to kind of rest by the fire and heal up. He will I mean, I thankfully I'm at 5 hit points now. That's something. Um, and it does a D3 of damage, and my armor is a D4. So it's possible it could hit me, and I would soak all of it anyway. So we may be okay. But Einar is going to leap to his feet, being the hero that he is, and run at this badger and swing his axe. Blood red, uh, North Series. That is a 12 on the die, which means it's a 14 to hit. That is a hit. With his axe, he does a D8. 5. I, I, there's one time I rolled an 8 on this D8. Every other time it's been a 5. Um, that is 2 points of soak, so it does 3 points of damage. And it is very badly wounded. It will now will it attack Joran or Einar? Evens, it attacks Einar. Odd, it attacks Joran. I'm gonna go with a 20. I'm gonna go with Bloodstone. That is an even, so he attacks Einar. So one of you give me a D20 roll. All right, that's a 13, so that's a hit. That is a hit with a D3 on its claw. Ooh, 1 point of damage. My armor's gonna soak it. No matter what I roll, the armor soaks it. So, no damage. Joran is going to swing at it with his axe once again. That is a 12 on the die for 14 to hit. That is 6 points of damage, and it soaks 2, and that kills it. So that will give us. Oh, we've already got one badger. I'll give us 2 badger furs. And 2 D meals. 1 meal. So it was a kind of a youngling badger. Got 1 meal of badger meat. Okay. So now we will do a night's rest. Oh, I don't need to go back up here. I get a D6. Um, and I'm going to do like I did last night. We're both going to roll a D6, and I'm going to take the higher because I'm fed up with being on the edge of death all the time. So give me a d6, and I'm gonna roll d6 in alchemy. I got a 5. Gonna roll a 6. That's what I am talking about. That brings us up to 11. 11 out of 15 hit points. So we're much better now. Like this is good news. We're getting ready to like now we're good to go up into the colder regions. Although I'm not excited about going into the colder regions, just so uh here we go. Yeah, so cold region. Um, guess we would roll on the weather chart for that. But we either way, we do another night's rest and get it healed up. Um, okay, here we go. So if we move north into the cold region, we will take a +1 to our toughness. Oh no, this is actually good. Yeah, if we're in the cold region, we get a +1 to toughness, presence, and attack defense. That's that's epic. That's like yeah, we're totally going into the cold region. Uh uh yeah, so I'm gonna so let's say a +1 to toughness, +1 to presence, and a +1 to attack and defense. Yeah, that's dude. Um, so we're going to make our way into 179 on the next day. Um, so give me one of you and Yeah, well, I wouldn't have to search. They would know the surrounding area, so I wouldn't have to search. Um, but I let me see what the search does. So, uh, searching the current hex can reveal a variety of secrets. Roll 2 dice on the relevant encounter table and take the higher roll. If you get doubles, disregard the result and roll on the special events table. Um, so yeah, we can search before entering 179 because we've got these hunters with us. And that could be our one of our actions for that day. Um, so that would be let me get down here to the encounter table. All right, uh, so give me a D12. Yeah, this is something we're getting. We don't have to be in the hex to do the search. They're giving us this information before we go in. So okay, so we got a 15. So that is a wandering merchant, which is good. That's what we've been looking for. Um, maybe we hear him, off to the north a bit, and the next day we track him down. So yeah, we head off into 179, and we get these bonuses to our stat, which is cool. Um, got some wind, it's clear, and no precipitation. Okay, so yeah, that's good. That's actually good. Um, so we head off into the north, and we find this wandering merchant. I don't. It says some encounters will tell you what to expect. If unknown, roll on the below table for their NPC reaction. But a merchant, I can't. I can't imagine a merchant attacking us. Um, so I'm just gonna say he's indifferent. Like he doesn't necessarily want to be our best friend, but he's also interested in making some money. Um, ooh, Wonder if he's got a bow. He has bow and arrows. Okay, so if we sell him, we have 30 silver pieces of bear skins, 4 badger furs, so that's 34. One snake skin brings us to 35. And then wolverine pelts. We've got that would bring us to 60 silver pieces. We sold everything. So I'm going to take all of this off of our inventory. I'm going to keep the meat, but sell all the skins. Man, this character sheet is getting beat up. If only I had an editable PDF. All right, so that actually brings us up to 62 silver pieces. I halfway expect you to do it before we signed off that night. I was expecting to see it in chat in our Discord messages before I went to bed that night. But I'm joking. No worries. Either way, um, I could have reminded you, and I did not. Good grief. Um, should we roll on whether or not this merchant has a bow and arrow, or do we want to just assume that he does and is willing to sell it? An axe is pretty much like we could buy a sword, but it seems like a traveling merchant. I don't know that he would have a sword, but a bow he may have. Yeah, I think so too. So a bow is 22 silver pieces. Wow. And arrows are 12. So Einar is going to buy Einar is going to buy a bow and 40 wooden arrows. I mean, he's not going to get better than the rune bear skin for as far as armor is concerned. Like he could buy a shield, but it doesn't seem like Einar's style. I need to know what the damage on a bow is. Is it a D6? It's weird that it doesn't say on the gear section. It doesn't have the stats for it. Oh, it does. My bad, Chris. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Yeah, it's a D6 of damage. But since we're in the north, in the cold region, we get a +1 to our attack. Okay, so we ran up into 179 and we encountered a a traveling merchant. That was our search for the previous day. The hunters told us that they had seen a merchant, traveling in the nearby region. So now we will roll. We got about 15 more minutes. Um, we will roll again on the chart to see if we run into any more shenanigans. So give me a D12. Very nice. Okay, that's a 13. I'm gonna jump over to the other page just because I don't want you to think I'm making this up. A curious moose. What I'm gonna say that means, or well, let's jump down to 179 and see what it is we're looking at as we enter this hex. A large clearing runs east to west, breaking up the forest here. After resolving any counters, roll a d4. Uh, okay, so we could run into more hunters. But first of all, with this curious moose, what I'm going to say a curious moose means, I'm going to we're going to roll on the NPC reactions and see if this curious moose attacks us or not. All right. So, chat, give me a d6. Thank you, Miss Jenna. You are, as always, the absolute best. Okay, so I rolled a 1. Mr. Kevin rolled a 3, so that's a 4. So that means it is angered, but doesn't attack. So it's not happy that we're milling about in its area, but it doesn't attack us. And we're able to, I mean, shoot, if we want to attack it, we can. I mean, like a moose is, I mean, that's a lot of meat. Like, but we also have plenty of meat. We don't need any. So I say we let this one go. He's already pissed off. So let's just let him go on about his business. Not to mention, if Jenna is afraid of a moose, then we should all be thoroughly afraid of them. Um, so what the hex said for 179 is we bump into another group of hunters. So after resolving any encounters, roll a d4. So one of you guys give me a d4. All right, a 2. So we do not bump into any hunters. You would only bump into hunters if you rolled a 1. So we would uh we would stop and make camp again. Um and go for a get a night's rest, which will give us a d6 of hit points, assuming we don't get jumped in the night, which means we roll on nighttime encounters. So give me a d6, you guys. I'll roll d6 and we'll combine them. Oof. Oh, here we go. Oh, I rolled a 6. Uh, Jenna rolled a 6. So that is a 12, which means that triggers a special event, which is what the rune bear was. Um, but we're not in the area for, I mean, the only thing in the local area is the rune bear, and we've already fought him. Let me make sure there's nothing going on in one of these. Yeah, the next thing closest is further north. Let me see if there's a specific table. Oh, there's the moose. Oh my gosh. Here's the moose heading. That sucker has 22 hit points and does a D8 of damage with his antlers. Uh, yeah, my goodness. That would have been that would have been a disaster. Excuse me. Let's see if there's a specific special encounters chart. Special tables, special encounters. Okay, yeah, there is one. Uh, so give me a D10. One of you two, my two best friends in the world. Oof. Okay, this is interesting. You find a large, crudely carved stone statue resembling a small troll. Moving it or tipping it over requires a DR 16 strength check. Carrying it is not possible. Uh, well, that's in the day, so this would be the night. Okay, so this is different. You find footprints made by very large bare feet. Each time you get this encounter at night, roll a d20 and compare the result to your favor points. If you roll higher than your favor points, you beat the young troll. So I'm going to roll a d20. Our favor is currently at 3. So it's pretty good chance. Yeah, I rolled a 10. Um okay. So we didn't meet him in the day, so we didn't tip over statue, so he doesn't attack us on sight. But he demands all of our food. We can either give him the food or fight him over it. It's a stone troll in the day, but at night it comes alive. So we're at nighttime, so it's a live troll and it wants all of our food, not just some of it, all of it. Everything we're carrying. We have 9, 10, 13 meals worth of meat. So we can either give him all of it or we go into initiative and fight. And it's right at the end of the night. All right. So we hand over 9 meals worth of bear meat, 1 meal worth of badger meat, and 3 meals worth of wolverine meat. He hastily devours it, right in front of us. He rips a loud belch, and he laughs and turns to walk away. Turns his back and begins to move away from us. Do we attack him now? If we attack right now, he has turned his back and moving away. If we attack, we get the initiative. But it is a troll. We've got Joran and Griff with us, so it's not like we're on our own, but I don't know what the stats. Let me see if the stats on a troll are in here. Just to see what we're dealing with. All right. So he'll have 12 hit points. He does D4 damage with his fist. His hide does D4 soak. The 15, we would have to beat a 15 to hit him. And if we kill him, he just turns to stone and we don't get any reward for it. I'm going to say we let him go. Like, there's no need to do this. We will, the next day, we'll hunt and get some more meat. Like, we've been really lucky with the food acquiring, so I'm not too worried about food, especially now that we have 2 hunters with us. We got buddies, working with us, so that's going to give us 3 chances to hunt instead of just 1. We can roll on that next week when we get going for the next day. And also, Monica's, they're still out of school, so like she's not, I'm sure she's ready to get to bed, but it's not critical that she get into bed. But I am going to go ahead and shut it down. That seems like a pretty good place. We will make camp there in 179, and that will probably mean that we're only 4 hit points down from full. We'll roll on that next week. But yeah, I will. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night there. Yeah, a lot. We got a lot done tonight. Made some new friends, and they've decided to travel with us, and took care of a couple of bears and a badger. Sold all of our skins, and now we have a bow, which we can now do ranged attacks, and we now have presents, so we at least get a bonus to our range attacks. No thanks to Kevin. Um, but yeah, that was a pretty good session. Um, and like I actually think like we're sticking to the rules. Like we did the we did the weather, we did the soak on all the combats. It we didn't let anything slide this time, so I think we're getting in the swing of it. I just need to remember that on initiative 1 through 3, the enemy goes first, and I for some reason I can't remember that. I don't know why I can't, but um, so yeah, thank you for hanging out with me tonight, Kevin and Jenna. Love you guys, and I will. As I said at the beginning, we're getting ready to start a new Alien game. I actually talked to the guys today, and we started a group chat, and we're figuring out characters, and like it's actually in motion. Um, we're going to we're getting going on it. So that will be on Sunday nights once it starts. I don't know exactly when it's going to start yet, but when it does, that will be on Sunday nights. And Kinless will either move or I'll just do it when we can't play Alien for some reason. But that is coming in the future. I would say at least for the next week, probably the next 2, we'll still be doing Kinless. But yeah, I this will be uploaded to the YouTube page tomorrow morning. Feel free to follow us there on the YouTube if you don't already. All of our games get uploaded next day. I don't do any editing or anything; it just goes up as is. So, so this will be uploaded tomorrow morning. But yeah, this was fun. This was good night. Although admittedly it was more fun with Kabira in the game with me. But it's good to have you guys in chat and rolling on the charts with me. So yeah, this has been Kinless. As I said, we will be back with more of our Blades in the Dark tomorrow night at 8:30 Central Time. That will be as I said, we left off in the middle of a job, and it was not the best. Like how we ended it, how Jenna chose to end it was not the best in the world. So I'm interested to see how where we go from this. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow night at 8:30, and then a week from tonight on Sunday night, I'll be back here with more Kinless. I'll probably be getting back onto my Dark Horse trucking. I haven't been playing a lot of the trucking app in the last couple of weeks because of with the holidays. Monica and Rosie are home. So I've just kind of been hanging out with them. So, so here coming up, I'll probably be getting back into the trucking sim over on Dark Horse Trucking here on Twitch, and YouTube as well. I don't have links to those, but if you look up Dark Horse Trucking, they'll come up. Um, so yeah, I think we're going to my buddy Quasi is playing MLB The Show. He is going to be one of the players in the Alien game coming up, which is cool because not only has he not ever played a role playing game before, he's not ever seen any of the Aliens movies before. So he literally has no idea what he's getting himself into. So but his channel is a lot of fun. He plays MLB The Show. He lost a bet with his daughter earlier this week and had to dye his hair purple. But his hair is black, so like it doesn't show up. Like I saw him this morning and I could barely see any purple, but she did it. Like he did it on stream. She dyed his hair purple on stream. Uh, but uh, but yeah, it's going to be fun when we start the alien game. It's going to be a lot of fun. He's already picked his character out. I put all the characters into the chat, and he picked the one he's going to play. And Bryce, who we played Fire Team Elite with, he's also playing. And I think he's got an idea of what he wants to do for a character. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I love the Alien game anyway, so it's cool to be able to bring it back to the channel. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and raid Quasi. He's playing baseball, so when we get over there, give him a shout, tell him hi, and I will see you tomorrow night for Blades in the Dark. Hope you have a great week, everybody. Love you. Good night.
You actually DM'd me to see when you were going to go live. You know what, Connor? I know this because I responded. I talk to my people. Scott, with the raid party of 3. Thank you, brother. How was stream? How did it go? I hope you go home.
1. Never mind.
You know,
Yep.
you never think that that's going to happen.
He
Good times were had by all. What did y'all end up playing, bro? Were you doing the what was it? I forgot what it was called. What is it? Kill, the Viking solo game. Oh, okay. Is that a smorboard? Is that what it's called? Oh, Kinless. That's it. Yeah. Come on.